Welcome back to yet another episode in the series How to in WPF. So today we're going to look at ComboBox. So see how we can add the ComboBox to a WPF project. Then we'll populate it with sample data. So certain controls might be needed in certain projects. Certain controls might not be needed in certain projects. So this presentation might suit that use case scenario or something like that. So let's get right into it. So links for this project will be in the description section of this video. So I'll create a new project, a WPF project, then I'll say next. Then I'll say COMBOBOX ComboBox tutorial. So this is our store mine. You figure out where to store your project there. Then we'll click next. .NET 10, of course. Then we'll say create. Okay, so here we are. So now, assuming you guys have downloaded the starter kit, right? So we're going to do this. If you have downloaded your starter kit, just go to where it's located. You come to Solution Explorer, then Solution here on top. Then here say add existing project. So I'll go to where mine is located. So mine is located here. And it's this one here. There. Then I'll just load this C# project file and I'll open here. Okay, so we need the starter kit to save time for this tutorial here. And, stuff like that. So the first thing we'll copy is models. So say copy. Then we paste that here into our tutorial. Okay, so models there. Then the second thing we'll do is main window. We'll open main window. Then main window, we just want this design here. We've got two combo boxes. So one will load service name data. Then the other one will load description data. And description, maybe that's not spelled right. I don't know. And thing like that. So let's do this. We'll just copy everything here. Let me do this. Okay, then like this. So I'll copy everything inside this grid view here. No, from here, sorry, from title. Everything there. Then I'll just copy that. Then I'll come to our main window here. Then we'll do the same here. Just position things like this. Then come to the title here, select everything there. And then Control V. This is just to save time here. Then we'll say save everything. Okay, so save there. Then we'll go to the code behind for our starter kit. So this is our starter kit here. So go to the code behind. Or let me do this. We'll close that window. Let's save, leave ours open for the tutorial. So in the starter kit, I'll come to the code behind for the main window here. So main window, the first thing we'll get is this. We'll just get this. Control C. Then we'll come to our main window, code behind. Then we'll just paste this underneath here, like last time's procedure. Then we'll create a method. So it's a Control D. So create a method. So there we are. Then you can just delete this from there. Okay, then we'll come back to our main window for the starter kit. So for the starter kit, we're going to need just this here. Control C. So we'll come to ours here. Then this is just an observable collection for sample data. So this is how the sample data will be listed like that. We use an observable collection. Then we'll pinpoint our model. This one here. We'll pinpoint our model here to this observable collection. Then we'll populate this model with data. So this will be a new row. This will be a second row and the third row. So steam dried, sun washed, tumble washed. That's the name of the services that are on offer for laundry. There. Then let's begin now populating the ComboBox controls there. So we'll start from here. So here we'll say service name. Say VAR. So say service name, then say equals, then service name, we'll get laundromat. Okay, so laundry list, laundromat list, there we'll get that. Then here we'll say dot select. Okay, just hold on. All right, we forgot those brackets there, parentheses. Then here's some more parentheses. Then here we'll say to list. We'll do this. Just hold on. Okay. Then here, let's put our lambda expression. So this one is Sn. I'll say Sn. Okay. Small s, big N, then space. Okay. Let's do that again. Small s, big N. Then we'll come here and highlight there. Then, why does it keep doing that? Okay, so here we go. Right? So press space bar. Just back, then space bar there. Okay. Then equals. Okay. Then, all right. Then Sn again. Small n. Small s, big N. Okay. Then we'll say dot. Okay, we got the wrong one. Okay, so this one, we know the method. Supposed to have that one. Okay, so all good. So here we are. Let's come now. All right. So we want name or the list of names. So okay, all right, not here. So I guess we'll just end there. All right, so that will be populated in here. Then we want service description. Want to list this also. So we'll come here, this description here. Okay, so we'll come here, say var service service description. Okay, so service description. So same thing, we'll say equal non-rom at list. A non-rom at list. Then we'll do link query. Okay, I suggested something there. That's correct. But non-rom at list OC. Let's do this. We'll call this OC. Observable collection. OC for observable collection. Okay, OC there. Then just copy this one. Control C. Then we'll paste it here. Control V. Okay, so that should get rid of those things there. Then we have, okay, so the link query, the lambda statements, description. So these will populate these dynamic variables here. All right, then all we need to do is call the controls. So let's go to our front end here. So we come to this combo box here. Then let's find out what this is called here. So this is combo box name. So select this. It's the name of our control, the combo box control. Then we'll come to the code behind. Then we'll just do this. Then we'll push everything through the item source property of this combo box. Then we'll say tab. Okay, so it has anticipated that on its own. Then we'll do the same for combo, a second control called combo box description, which is this one here. And just close this. So combo box description is this one here. Right? Okay, Control C. All right, so there. That's that one there. Then it has anticipated what we need. I think this is IntelliSense. Yeah, IntelliSense has anticipated what we need. Okay, so there we are. Then what's going to happen now is we'll feed this list of names here into this dynamic variable. Then this dynamic variable will feed everything into here, but it's going to be like this. Dot, we'll put it as a list there. Okay, then we'll do the same here to list. Okay, so that's all good there. So that will make sense. Then we can run the application and see our data. So the resource files for this project will be linked in the description section of this video. So here we are, the application is running. So these are the two combo boxes. So let's see our data. Okay, steam dried, sun washed, tumble washed. So select one, hypothetically. Then wash, steam dried, then you select that. So that's everything there. So that's how we populate a combo box with data, and that is how we use a combo box in a WPF project or WPF application. So as usual, just check the description section. There'll be links to the resource files for this project. Thanks for watching. I'm Sims. I'll see you guys in another video, and peace.